A lot of people don't know this, but I'm embarrassed about my family. I'm embarrassed. Like, my family is embarrassing. And I'm embarrassed to tell you about all the things that I went through that they put me through because I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I hate it. Like, the last thing I want is for people to be like, oh, it's so sad. Because that's not where I'm at with it. That's not where I'm at all. In fact, I'm actually numb because of my family. Being numb has definitely had an effect on friendships, relationships, you name it, because I have no emotional response to things, and people expect me as a woman to have an emotional response to things. I don't. Not even death. I don't even cry. I kind of expect it at this point. I'm grateful for being numb. I'm glad I'm numb because nothing you or anyone else do or say could ever hurt or penetrate me to the point where it breaks me down because they've already broken me to the point where I just am not bothered. And I made my page private because I wanted them to stay the fuck off of my page. Because when I was in Mississippi, they kept coming on my pages to gossip. I literally want them to stay the fuck off of my pages. Someone will come up to my dad and say, hey, how's Mariah doing? Where's she at? And he'll go on my fucking Instagram or my Facebook and look at my story and be like, oh, she's downtown Orlando with a dog. Yeah, look. And he don't fucking talk to me. That nigga ain't reached out to me in probably like 2 years now. He didn't even speak to me at my own grandfather's funeral because he's upset with me that I moved to Ohio and didn't tell him. And the reason why I didn't tell him is because I didn't tell nobody. No, every time I tell them my business, things go bad for me. They are my curse. My family is my curse. Every time I tell them my business, something that's going on with me, things go bad for me. It's getting ridiculous how cursed this family is. They treat me like I ain't shit. When I'm the most talented motherfucker that they've ever had, literally. They fake though. My family fake as fuck. They jealous as fuck. And it took me a long time to realize that they was jealous. And I keep hearing about people saying, oh, we choosing to be gay, we choosing to be gay. My family been homophobic since way before. I didn't come out the closet, first of all. I was drug out the closet. My mama went through my things, found a letter from my girlfriend. I would have stayed in the closet literally until I was an adult and got married. Because I already know how toxic my family is. I would have never told them that I liked women. I pretended to be straight for my family. I had fake boyfriends because I already know how they cut. And that was way, way, way before I graduated high school. Stop coming out here saying that this is a fucking choice because it's not a fucking choice. Like, I would never choose this shit. My family believes that I'm supposed to struggle until I get a man. What kind of sick shit is that? And I've tried to give them chance after chance to be an actual family, but they literally treat me like a piece of shit. When I was recently just in Mississippi, I had a horrible fucking experience, and it was just me, my mom, and my uncle. My family ain't never talked to me about heartbreak. They ain't never come console me, comfort me, nothing, because I'm going through gay shit. Honestly, if I was a dude, it would be different. See, if I was a man, my dad would be acting different. He wouldn't be treating me the way that he treating me. He wouldn't be treating none of his daughters the way that he treat them. If we were his sons. Look at how these men are acting in the gender reveals. Look at how excited they are to have a boy, and then how they try not to show how sad they are that they having a girl. I mean, really fucking think about this shit. I'm really fucking disgusted because I know that if I was their son, it'll be a totally different thing. But since I'm their daughter and I won't conform, they want me to struggle until I find a man. For 19 years, my dad was in federal prison. I don't even know that nigga. He got out with the same homophobic attitude. The reason why I came out to my dad in a letter is because my mom found out. When my mom found out, I didn't want her to tell my dad because I was a daddy's girl. I figured I could talk to my dad way better. When I talked to my dad about me being gay through letter, he wrote me back this thick-ass letter, gay bashing the fuck out of me and my girlfriend. He called me a faggot girl. That was the first time I ever heard faggot girl. My sister about to get married to a woman. She in the Navy, right? Sister about to get married to a woman, telling dad, walk me down the aisle. My dad said, I'll never walk you down the aisle to another woman. No, but it gets deeper. My mother said this out of her mouth. I will not accept a child that your partner has. That is not my grandbaby. My grandbaby will come out of you only. It gets even better. My dad is a trainer. I asked him once before, Dad, can you teach me how to defend myself against a guy? Can you teach me how to defeat a man? You know what he told me? You'll never be able to defeat a man. I said, what do you mean? He said, physically, you're not built to defeat a man ever. I said, there's plenty of women that can defeat a man. He's like, no, it ain't possible. This is the type of shit that fly out their mouths. All right. And I know for a fact that if I was their son, it would be different. Even if I was gay. Nah, not if I was a feminine gay. If I was the feminine gay son, they probably would have killed me by now. My dad, first of all, he was in jail for 19 years, so he's not a father for real. He needs to learn how to be a father. Because all we ever known was the system. That nigga done been to Florida, and he ain't tried to reach out to me. He know I'm here. And they literally fucked up. They literally fucked up. They doing so much fucked up shit, and I'm sick of holding their secrets because their secrets keeping me sick. They're very selfish beings. They're very materialistic. They're very jealous. They're very ill. A lot of people in my family have mental issues, and they do not even see it. And now because of COVID, everybody's getting fat. Everybody's getting obese and more unhealthy. And when I try to get my family healthy, when I try to go and spit those facts to them and teach them something, you know, they laugh in my face. You know, they be looking at me like, she ain't nobody. I kid you not. I kid you not. They literally look at my fruits and vegetables like they're poison. They treat my clothes, they treat my shit like it's poison. Like I had my shit in my auntie house in the dirty clothes hamper. She took it out and put it on the floor. Ain't nobody choosing this life. Y'all choosing to be evil. Y'all choosing to divide us. When we got way bigger fish to fry. You know how embarrassing it is to go to the fucking grocery store, and I don't fuck with white people. And so when I see black people who literally look at me like I'm a fucking demon because of how I'm dressed. Just because of how I'm dressed. I'm not being rude to anybody. I'm very polite. I speak to people. But black people always want to take the time out to show me that they not cool with me. They not cool with how I'm looking. They not cool with my presence. But then turn right around and smile in the white man's face. You know how many times that shit has happened? Countless. It's happened at work. It's happened at the grocery store. It's happened every fucking where. It's embarrassing. And y'all think y'all got it all figured out. What is gay hate going to change? I wasn't even in my grandfather's obituary because I'm gay. These motherfuckers be having funerals and putting our childhood pictures in them because of how we dress. I used to go to my great-grandma's house and you go to my grandma's house and shit, and she'd never have no updated pictures of me because of how I dress. And I can look nice, trust me. It ain't like I be walking around here looking bummy and crazy. Look at me. I'm pretty as fuck. But they don't want that image out. They don't want kids to look at that and think that that's cool. So they literally try to keep my cousins away from me. Literally. Anything I touch is gold. All right? I work out. I've been doing backflips since I was a kid. I can hop on a pogo stick. I can ride a bike. My whole family, they scared of everything. They scared of every fucking thing. It's embarrassing. Just like most of y'all believers, the straight people that think that y'all on the right path, they scared just like y'all. Scared of heights. I'm scared to swim. I'm scared of bugs. I'm scared of dogs. I'm scared of cats. I'm scared of every fucking animal. I'm scared of everything except for STD because I have unprotected sex. And then y'all look at me like I'm supposed to be trying to be with a man. I ain't met a charming one yet. All they do is flash their fucking money in my face and they think that they're going to get me for that reason. Why? So this is the system that y'all put us in. Y'all put the women down to where we can't get as much money as y'all so y'all can buy us. Don't that sound like trafficking? Like y'all don't understand where y'all at. And this is what I'm looking at. Hey, heterosexuality, procreate. Nigga, I want hella kids, but I've been financially unstable. My mama used my credit up when she kicked me out. She kicked me out, then used my credit, and it's still fucked up. And she still ain't tried to fix it. She still ain't tried to take that Comcast and that DTE and fix all of that shit. She said, oh, it's gonna fall off your credit in 7 years. Stop bringing up the past. Y'all not right. This whole shit ain't right. This whole shit ain't right. And so, therefore, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just expose my point of view just so y'all can fucking understand. I was with my grandfather when he took his last breath. Just me. I'm holding his hand while he's taking his last breath. I wasn't even in his obituary. I wrote a poem for him. I came and said it out loud. And he had all these people from Mississippi all over coming to the funeral. And I got no recognition because that wasn't my blood grandfather. That was just the grandfather that I had growing up because my grandfather died when I was about 5, 6. So my grandmother married this man, and I was by his side the whole time he was down. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming to help my grandma flip him in the bed. You know, he had got disabled before he passed away. He went blind. And I used to be there trying to help and help and help and teach her stuff. I was buying shit she would never give him, and eventually he left. But I was with him when he took his last breath. I remember the tear coming down his eye. And guess what? I was not even in the obituary. They got like kid pictures in the obituary. And then like months and months later, my grandma texted me, talk about some, hey, can you send me your poem? Because I'm going to send the new versions of the obituary out to the family and I want them to see your poem. No, I should have been in the original. There's no reason why I shouldn't. Me, my sisters, we wasn't even mentioned in it. As if we didn't even exist. And I ain't even talking for them. I'm talking for me. Because I know my role. They couldn't. My big sister got kids. My little sister in the Navy. And I was working as an EMS driver. I was in and out of nursing homes when he was in a nursing home. I was there. And his family don't even know that. Because why would they want the gay to get some fucking praise? Why would they want the dyke to get any recognition? This is the family that I'm in. And this is real. And nobody would choose this shit. Everybody know how demonic y'all are. Everybody know how demonic y'all get over this gay stuff, man. Y'all trip so hard, yo. And y'all really misunderstanding everything. The same way that white people use nigga, like as soon as they get mad, as soon as you get into it with a white person, they say nigga. All right, nigger. That's the same way black people use the word faggot and dyke. Now, I got gay bashed at my grandfather's funeral. And the apostle is my uncle. My uncle, and he talking about he would have never accepted that. At the funeral? And I ain't even in the obituary. Like somebody would choose this shit. I already knew how demonic my family was. They're fucking cursed. They're cursed. Y'all keep talking about how, oh, we pushing it on kids, you pushing it on kids. Listen, let me tell y'all something. As far as these kids, y'all not saving them. Y'all really fucking them up more. Y'all thinking like, oh, we gonna teach the kids to be straight early. No, you're first one, either raising a pervert or either raising somebody who's got to pretend to be stupid for you. This is the truth. This is the truth. I'm gonna give you an example. I knew that when I was a kid, I knew that Santa Claus was not real. I knew that Santa Claus was not real. I used to pretend like Santa Claus was real because I saw that everybody in both sides of my family wanted me to believe that. So I pretended like Santa Claus was real. And this is the shit that y'all put in our heads, and y'all want us to listen to y'all. And y'all lie to us about everything. The Easter Bunny, and that y'all still lost, man. And y'all acting like y'all got it all figured out, and I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it, okay? I'm sick of it.